So we were talking about possibility of Bank Nifty doing a new high. Very much in the possibility. I mean, if you look at Thursday, the low was no went to 20,151. Sorry, 20,000 exactly. Say 20,000.3, and looks like we've tested that 20,000, and then possibly we're going back up. So anything that you like to do, take futures, take Bank Nifty Bs on the spot, take the maybe 20,200 call option, 20,400 call option. There's plenty of uh, uh, you know uh, choices that you can look at. Actually, there's been a pretty strong. Interesting that you have both call build up and put build up in the Bank Nifty option space. You have some of the in the money puts coming down. You can see that here. 20,000 put came down. 20,100 call came down. 20,200 call came down, and there's a big build up on the 20,300 call. Right, 13%, 13.6%, 14% IV, clearly lesser than what it was before the bank. RBI thing. So looks pretty good. I mean, the biggest OI is actually surprisingly 21,000, 4.5 lakhs, half a million almost. Right. So 21,000, big resistance, and then you've got 20,500, significant build up in both places. So anything, I mean, like really nothing much to say. You could look at any choice that you like here. Naked calls, vertical spreads between anything between 20,000. Avoid the, I think, 300s and actually even 300. Every 100, good OIs, right? So I would say, easily 500 point move is at the very least, I think, possible. It's going to test 20,600. It's old life high. So that's a 400 point move up from where it is right now. So you can take at least that spread, the 20,200 call long and 20,600 call short. A little more aggressive, I would look at even 21,000 as a distinct possibility. Right. So I think these are all very possible. And in the bank space itself, there are probably plenty of choices that one can look at. So let's have a look. Looking at the FNO stocks, looking at so HDFC Bank. Okay, just there. It's not yet made a new life high, but it could make a new life high. Look at the way it went up on good volumes in Jan. Now it's sort of cooled off. Only one thing: MACD negative crossover. So it may not zoom out very quickly. So let's see if we can find a better one. ICICI Bank, right? So that one has been a huge laggard, right? It's still not come to the 2008, life high. Oops, sorry. Right, the 2008 life high levels. So this will be a huge achievement for this bank. 2000, okay, that was with reference to that. 2008 life high is this, and it was struggling with that. That's why I had put that comment there. So move it back. Now clearly it's gone. It's still struggling there. It's wanting to go, but it hasn't been able to really break out of that. So that this is the 2008 level, right? At 280, went up. If looks like a flag again in the making, but there's been a huge laggard. I would say this has to break 300 and then 360, 380. Anything could be very quickly possible, right? So this was another one. You could look at the 300 call. You could look at futures. I really leave it to you. I think there's plenty of choice that is available. Again, a sort of rounding bottom, not typical, but still you need a downtrend to really be, to be valid. But then here it is, a sort of invert. There's here something, I just spotted it. You definitely have an inverted head and shoulder, right, which is a consolidation pattern, as we all know. And it did break out here on really good volumes. It came down with a sort of test now, and in terms of measuring implication, 250 to say 270, 20 rupees, 270 plus 20, 290, it just about went there, right? So the opportunities, the trade as far as that pattern is over. But 280 is a good support. 300 could come. 310 would definitely. It requires patience. Look at it. 3 months really didn't do much, but finally starting to move. Kotak Bank is definitely another one to look at. I think there's a problem of plenty. It really did fantastic results and then zoomed almost 10% in one day. Then cooled off. Look at this test on what day was that? 1st of Feb. Tested all the moving averages below and then recovered, and then sort of doing a flag, but a little bit I wouldn't say worrisome, but not that great a setup. But going back to 800, 820 for the stock is distinctly a possibility, I believe. Right. So 278, you could look at this. Axis Bank. So Axis Bank also, like ICICI Bank, except that you have a head and shoulder bottom in this. Now, here's the thing. You've got to make up your mind on whether you want to look at laggards like this, head and shoulder bottoms, or you want to look at leaders like, let's say, HDFC Bank, or I think the best one is the next one, the IndusInd Bank. In terms of, so you want to look at laggards or you want to look at leaders, and what you want to do from there. So if you look at Axis Bank, a very nice sweet spot in terms of pattern. Has done a head and shoulder bottom, just broken out, but the volumes are a little bit iffy on the breakout. Nice MACD crossover happening on a weekly chart, which is something that tends to follow on for sometimes a few quarters. Look at this MACD crossover here, right? So this one happened in Feb, right? Yeah, April, sorry, of March of 2016, and then we just kept going up till what was this, September. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months of move. Of course, whether you had the courage to hold on to that long was a different question. When you had about a 4-5 month down move, and then you've got potentially another crossover that's going on. So this is another one looking good, and once it breaks out of 500, then 520, and then 540, 550, 580 are all distinct possibilities, right? So that is Axis Bank, and then we've got IndusInd Bank, right? So this is something that we have been speaking of for some time. This one did this nice, beautiful move, did a nice textbook flag, and then went again above that. So IndusInd Bank has just been making life high after life high for some time, and that's where in terms, not necessarily it has to happen, but that's what the Kotak could do. That's what SBI could do, right? So you've got to sort of keep your eyes out for that. This one moved from 1,100 to 1,300, 200, 220 rupees in about 3 months, or 2.5 months. That's a quarter, right? So that's reasonable. Now coming to a little bit of a tired move. If you can see the MACD here, not yet crossed over. The RSI is definitely not going higher, but in a strong trend that is definitely possible. Only one thing to keep in mind, no, actually it's fine. So consolidating at 1322, 1325, does it go up, does it come down? Is there more steam left? It's tough to say. The best trade was, I think, there or here. The best trade could be in Axis Bank now, right? So just to review that, just to tell you that it's just sitting just at that spot. Then Yes Bank, uh, you know, would have liked it, but don't really like the look of the pattern setup. Volumes have gone sideways. Indicators are showing a little bit of tiredness in the up move. But this is like a double bottom. Now the question is, does it break out? If it breaks out of 1450, then of course 155, 1500 is a very distinct possibility. But I think maybe even 1750, 1800 could easily happen, right? But will require plenty of patience. So watch out for that, and I think get in only if it breaks 1450. Put an alert for that. IDFC Bank, I'll skip on that. South Indian Bank, right? So this was another one. Did look at that 2150, the way it just sat there, and then broke out, right? Broke out for 1 month, just sat there and then broke out. Good volumes, a bit of a sell-off, sort of a flag, but the volumes are a little high for the consolidation part. 24, 25, 25.50 is a distinct possibility. Federal Bank, so that's made a new life high. Right, so there you have it. So that's made a new life high, and that could go to 90 bucks. Right, so we'll put that there. So that's like a tweezer stop right on top. Right, you've got a sort of tweezer stop there, and it breaks out, then definitely going much higher, perhaps even 100 bucks. And DCB Bank, something that has wow, okay, this is also well placed. This is a relatively new entrant to the F&O space, so that's why no markings on my chart. So like I said, about 2 weeks back I updated everything on the F&O side. Okay. So this is getting there. It's coming to that sort of resistance zone there, right? 140, 145. It clears that, then definitely much higher, and I think it will do that. The volumes have been really good. Look at it, the last many sessions. Look at this long, almost 2-week consolidation, so tight at 120. Finally, when it broke out, 135 happened just like that. Okay, far too many opportunities. Just might as well stick with the Bank Nifty. State Bank of India. So this is something I said last week. I think this one is gunning for 340. It's at 276 right now, and it's come to sort of tweezer stop, and is it's basically marking time for the next move, and the next move is once it breaks 285. Let's just leave it at that. So once it breaks 285, then you will have the next move happen. Again, this is a head and shoulder bottom, which has sort of broken out. Many smaller patterns in that space. So there you have the neckline in a sense. One second. Okay, this could be the neckline. Okay, so left shoulder, head, right shoulder, breakout. Now breakout, measuring implication met, and then now maybe a flag that's going on. So 290, again, you want to do a vertical spread, you want to do futures, really up to you. Okay, PNB broke down, so no comments on that. Anything else which is really good? Right, I think I'm just going to stop with the banks now. Just how many do you want? This is more than enough. All the PSU banks are more or less like each other. Just caught my attention, IOB, so that's why I'm mentioning it. This could be out of a multi-year, downtrend, and it's come back to 2003 levels and formed a very nice tweezers bottom, right? So the tweezers bottom, not exactly this, but not exactly because those lows are not really along with each other, but I'll just keep this for marking for future reference. And that's a double, that's definitely a good strong double bottom, right, to not forget. And it is, if you put even the worst, so you have to consider that, and then you've got that, and then we have a more recent downtrend back, right? So typically that's how downtrends, sort of settle down and then evolve. So you can see the shortest term downtrend being broken, then one long term one actually, and the shortest term here, and then now there is one big one to be dealt with at a higher level. This is the level to watch out for, 32 rupees, whether 32 rupees breaks or not. Okay. All right, and then coming to volumes, right? Clearly a good pickup, as you can see, in June, July of last year, 2016, and then now here, post-budget and capitalization and all. And this is a pretty long 1 year sideways consolidation at 24 rupees that's going on. Again, I mean, it's one could argue about, do you even want to get into a public sector bank? But well, look at it. It's at 26 rupees. If it goes to 50, it's 100% mover. If it goes back to 150, 200, that's a 400% mover for you, right? But 2008 it went there, 2011 it went there, and now recapitalization, all these things. And the big problem I think is NPAs in these PSU banks. So you may want to read it. I'm not sure you want to do an FNO trade on this, but you could look at this as a spot trade in the demat account. And if it breaks above 28, and actually even at this point, pretty nicely placed. Can you just see how nicely it is at the 200-day moving average just sitting there? You've got a good stop loss, maybe 26.50, definitely below 25, but it could even come to 25 here and then turn back up. So looks unlikely. But once it's there 28.50 on the upside, then clearly 29, 30, 32 levels are distinctly possible. All right, so that caught my attention, so I mentioned it. One more to show you, because what is that? Sorry, L&T Financial Holdings. Right, so this is at the life high, and it's the question of breaking out of that 100 psychological mark, has broken that, and then could go much higher, and good pick up volumes, all that. 920, 950 could definitely be a possibility. Okay, that's a lot. So I'm just going to very quickly just look at some IT, since we mentioned it, and then we'll move ahead. So this is one place where sort of got it wrong last week. TCS, IT, all of these made some really impressive moves. in the last 3-4 days. Last week, if you remember, talking about whether it's just a bounce and it will come back down. It did hesitate at 2260 as expected, stayed back, and then it just decided to move out. So if we had a midweek review, we would have reversed our view and judgment and said, all right, fine, now what? But stock after stock in the IT space has moved up. So look at Infy. Infy has moved up in spite of all the sort of corporate work allegations that have been brought by the founders, some rumors and things about compensation and governance and all that. But then sort of rounding bottom. Here, good volumes, MACD crossover, Thursday, Friday, crossed the 950 psychological mark, not yet at the 200-day moving average like TCS is. So TCS is definitely a better performer here, but you now have to wonder whether it's a double bottom here at 900, right? And we now want to sort of go up from here, and is the worst for IT over. The only concern that I still have is for the LTV thing, but you've got to decide on trades like this whether you want to be a technical trader and ignore everything else, or better still don't know anything else, or you want to really look at everything in a package. Wipro, okay, so here's a small difference. Wipro definitely did not sort of move with good volumes the way the others did. So who knows? Okay, neither did HCL Tech. Tech Mahindra. All right, so that has moved 500. So this could be a thing that you want to definitely look at. If Tech Mahindra breaks 500 and 550, 575 is a distinct possibility. You could do this as an option trade. I think 500 will definitely be good liquidity. So let's look at TechM. Yep, 500 call, 788 volume, OI coming down, volatility 26%, whatever, 1100 is your lot size, so about 27,000 rupees for the 500 call, and well, it's a break even. 550, 550, 560. So it's a 1:1, would double your money. Nothing great. So maybe a spread would make sense. So you look at buying the 500 call and sell the 540 or 550 or just 1 rupee. That's lousy. 1 rupee. Okay. At least you get back 3,300 rupees. So why not? Sorry, 10 rupees. Sorry, my mistake. I was looking at the IV. LTP, so 11 rupees. You get one, so 10 rupees. So 11,000 rupees is what you spend. And if it goes, you could make about 40,000 bucks. Right? So this is another good one. No doubt about it. You could look at that, or you could just look at futures. Okay, so not all IT is all looking good. Hexaware is looking good. Mindtree, a little iffy. NIIT, forget it. Tata Elxsi, maybe, but you can give it a skip. And that's it. And then we are back to just dial something that we discussed earlier, right? No, we discussed Jubilant. So this is the other one. Nice setup, just dial. I noticed the head and shoulder bottom, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, perfect textbook breakout, right? And could go to 495, 500, would go even higher to maybe even 600, right? So that's what is there in the just dial trade. breakout has happened, and the breakout has happened on high volumes, I believe. Let's check. Yep, absolutely. Again, weekly chart, and very likely this will go to 600. Right. So there you have it. I think plenty of choice. Bank Nifty, Jubilant Force, Just Dial, and take a pick in the banks. And you've got Tech Mahindra and TCS if you want on the IT side. So, well, plenty of choice, and I definitely hope that there's at least more than a few people in the coming week who are going to make more than many thousands on this IMR. Right. All right, so I'm going to close this. Any questions? Any things? Hopefully, the recording should be up by tomorrow lunch, and I'll send you the links after that. Right. And anyone watching, do send in your feedback. I think one of the better IMRs for some time with this nice setups that we have seen. Right. So all the best. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch up again. And do feel free to call midweek if you find any opportunities or any questions. Anything you have the number on the screen. Right. Thank you, and have a great weekend.